Hey guys, we are so happy to have you in the practice. Myself and Dr. Chris always talk about different things you can do to get better results even faster in our office. And while chiropractic is the foundation for your health, kind of like the foundation for a home, it's extremely important that it must be laid properly, it must be there. But in order to have a home, there has to be other aspects built on top of that. So while chiropractic is your healthy foundation, today we're going to talk about some different ways that your body can get healthier as you go through care in our office. We call this workshop Better Results Faster. Here's the fun part. It's going to be over a course of 4 different videos, roughly 8 to 10 minutes each, and we'll be sharing these secret code letters in each video. Once you're done with all 4, you bring in that secret code word that the 4 letters make, and then you get a free gift from us that's valued at about $40 or more. So make sure you guys listen for those code words, listen closely, and we'll drop 1 letter in each of the 4 videos so you guys can have that information. Now, the goal for you guys is to learn this information as much as you possibly can. This is life-changing information. But I always say it's like snorkeling. It's not a deep dive. We're touching on nutrition, on mindset, on movement, and on functional capacity of your body and your nervous system to teach you even more information. But if you want to go deeper, let us know. We'd love to go deeper, okay? So without further ado, let's see if I can figure this out and let's get started. This video is all about nutrition, what we call fuel in the office. Perfect. So when we talk about fuel, what we're really talking about is the stuff you put into your body. Realize this, food is not just a source of calories, food is a source of information. It gives your body information as to what to do. It lets your body make new healthy cells. It's that raw material that has to be there. And to be honest, you guys, nutrition is overcomplicated so often. People get confused, so we want to give you some simple steps that you can start doing today to get healthier tomorrow. So when it comes to nutrition, we're going to break it down into 4 simple categories or 4 simple rules today. The first category is all about protein. Protein is a mixed bag. There's healthy proteins and there's unhealthy proteins. But the reality is that your protein is what helps you repair damage, makes new healthy tissues. You look at your friend next to you, your family member next to you, even yourself, your hair, your nails, your skin, every muscle, every tendon, every ligament, all that is protein. I mean, DNA is a coding sequence for protein. So protein is vital when it comes to what we actually need. So looking at that, we should be eating protein with every single meal. Protein is extremely important. It's needed for the growth of everything. But there's always that debate. Should I eat animal protein or plant protein? And the question is, eat both. But when you look for protein, especially animal proteins, make sure they are healthy. See those 4 different abbreviations down there, the HF, the AF, the FR, and the GF? All that right there is what you want to look for in your meat. HF is hormone-free. AF is antibiotic-free. FR is free range, and GF is grass-fed. Those are the 4 things you're looking for in your meat. Yes, it will make it a bit more expensive, but it will save you money in the long run by putting healthy essentials into your body. Now, when we look at a protein, you have to realize a protein is broken down into amino acids. If you guys have heard that term, awesome. If you haven't, you'll learn the new term today. Amino acids are the building blocks for proteins. There's roughly 21 different amino acids, 9 of which are essential. You have to eat those 9. And here's the cool part. Every single animal protein has all 21 amino acids, including the 9 essentials. So you can mix and match with a vegetarian or a vegan diet to be healthy, but the best way, the catch-all per se, is to have a healthy source of animal protein, those lean meats, the chicken, the fishes, the grass-fed beef, those kind of things, and make sure you're looking at it as a hormone-free, antibiotic-free, free-range, and grass-fed source. Then here's the cool part. Even if you don't want to lose weight, say you are the perfect ideal weight and you are awesome the way you are, protein is going to help you maintain or even lose the extra weight that you do have. Okay, it's very satisfying, which means it's filling, and it's also thermogenic, which speeds up the metabolism. So protein is one of our best friends to have a source of protein at every single meal. Next, we talk about fats. Fats are confusing. Fats, people, they get such a bad rap, you guys, and they really shouldn't. Fats don't make you fat. You see, we are only as healthy as our cells are. And realize this, every cell has this outer layer that protects it from everything else in the environment. That outer layer is a phospholipid bilayer meaning it's made of fat. Lipids are fats. So our body needs fat to be as healthy as possible. A long time ago, a scammy researcher tried to make himself right. He skewed the data, and he tricked all of us into thinking that fats were bad for you and that that was the cause of disease. Well, it's been debunked, uncovered. We know that fats are not the problem. Fats actually are needed to be healthy. But when we talk about fats, not all fats are created equal. Some fats are better than others. Saturated fats can be good or bad. Same with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. So when we're talking about this, I want you guys to have a variety of all three of those fats in your diet. The healthy saturated fats come from the grass-fed meats, those grass-fed, healthy, free-range animal products. They also come from coconut oil. Coconut oil is the only source of non-animal fat that's fully saturated, meaning that it has carbons on every single bond, which gives you more energy to utilize at a better rate. So coconut oil is great for you as a saturated fat. So are other grass-fed animal products. Stay away from the grain-fed, the hormone-pumped, the steroid-injected animals that have fat attached to their meat as well. And the monounsaturated fats, those are your things like the avocado oils, the grapeseed oils, the olive oils, things like that from seed oils. Those can be very healthy too. And then the polyunsaturated fats are more of your omega-3s and omega-6s. Now look at those three fats, you guys. Notice I did not say trans fats. Trans fats are not what you want. Stay away from those. But back to the polyunsaturated fats. Most of you have heard about omega-3 and omega-6s before. And we take fish oils or krill oil or things that help us increase that omega-3 omega-6 ratio. But we've often gotten confused on which one we need. So omega-3s are what come from the healthy sources, the fish oils, the salmon, the walnuts, the flax seeds, the chia seed, the krill oil, things like that. Omega-6s come from those trans fats, those processed fats, the things that help keep things on the shelf for longer in the middle of the grocery store, the part that you want to stay away from. So when we talk about this, the ideal ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 is roughly a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2 ratio, meaning that you have at least as many omega-3s as omega-6s, or at minimum, half as many omega-3 as omega-6 you have in your body. That's because omega-6 is what produces inflammation. Inflammation causes pain, causes chronic disease. So you want to keep that inflammation down, so omega-3s are often needed. That's why when people take an omega-3, omega-6 pill, oftentimes it's cheaper to pump it full of omega-6, and you can still sell it the same way. But if you're taking a fish oil or a krill oil, some kind of supplement for omega-3 and omega-6, you really only want to take the supplement for omega-3. So check your bottles and make sure you're taking an omega-3 supplement that doesn't have omega-6. And the omega-3s that you want are the EPA, the DHA, and the ALA. The EPA and the DHA are the two forms that are easily utilized by the body, while the ALA is a plant form that must be converted, therefore loses some of its potency, but it can still be used. So that's what we have for fats. Now, let's talk about carbohydrates. But before we do, I want to give you guys that first code letter, and that first code letter is F. Make sure you write down F and use that for the code word so you guys can get your free prize as you watch all 4 videos. But back to carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are needed in our body. We've heard about these low-carb, no-carb diets. That doesn't actually exist. What those mean are low-grain, low-processed carbs, low-refined carbohydrates, things like that. But realize this, if you're not a fat, if you're not a protein, you're a carbohydrate, which means vegetables are carbohydrates, fruits are carbohydrates, things like that are good for you are carbohydrates. So please, don't say you're on a no-carb diet. You may be on a low-carb diet or a healthy carb diet, but carbohydrates are very, very needed. You see, carbohydrates contain almost all the vitamins and minerals that our body needs to operate normally and optimally. They contain fiber, which helps us normalize the digestive function, slows down the absorption of sugar and fats in the body, which keeps us balanced. Plus, the bonuses in plant foods are something called phytonutrients, these colorful healing compounds made by plants to protect themselves, but they also protect us against obesity and brain damage and aging and much, much more. For example, things like broccoli, cabbage, collard greens, kale, Brussels sprouts, and other vegetables from the cruciferous family contain powerful detoxifying compounds that actually protect us against the environmental toxins. So please, eat your vegetables, Eat all the vegetables you want. Ideally, they should be locally grown, organic, pesticide-free, and as fresh as possible. But do your best to eat your vegetables. And then remove the grains. Grains are not good for you. There's not a single nutrient you get in a grain that you can't get in the vegetable. But here's the cool part. Vegetables don't cause inflammation. These processed grains do cause inflammation. So do your best to remove all those. And then minimize your sugar content. We know sugar is not good for us, and sugars are added to almost everything these days. So do your best to keep that out and get your sugar sources from the natural things like fruit. Speaking of fruit, fruit has a ton of value, a ton of high antioxidant value, a ton of nutrient value, but it is also high in sugar. So if you are at all metabolically challenged, do your best to stay away from fruit. I know that's surprising, but every nutrient you can get in fruit, you can also get in a vegetable with a much lower sugar content, making it easier for you to lose weight and regulate the blood sugar. But if you do want to eat fruit, there are certain fruits that are low in sugar and higher in antioxidant value and nutrient value. Things of the berry family. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. All of those have a lower sugar content and a high nutrient value. If you want something sweeter, fruit-wise, for your diet, look to those. And I know it sounds crazy, you guys, but if you minimize and cut out sugar for an entire week, cut out fruit for an entire week, and then you have a strawberry, that will be the sweetest tasting thing you've ever had because taste buds change over time. It's all about comparison and the perception of what really is sweet and what isn't sweet. And then look for high fiber diets as well. You see, high fiber isn't just from the bread that we think about. So you can get fiber from healthy grains like brown rice and the quinoa and the millet, but you also get high fiber from vegetables like celery and asparagus and leeks. See, fiber is essential for balancing blood sugar and maintaining a healthy bowel. So if you are at all struggling with diabetes or high blood sugar or even pre-diabetics, make sure you up that fiber from a high quality vegetable source. And then after we talk about fats and proteins and carbohydrates, the only thing left to really touch on are supplements. Supplements are confusing. We can go through the stores and see 1,000 different supplements on the shelves. And to break it down, we really only need a few. See, these three right here, they're the basic workhorse team that's needed by almost everyone to support every single biomechanical reaction in your body. So a multivitamin, if you have a really high value, high quality, nutrient-rich diet that isn't coming from depleted soil, then you don't need a multivitamin. But in today's world, that's not anyone. We all need a multivitamin, a high-quality multivitamin to get the nutrients we need in our body at the amounts we need in our body. And then vitamin D. Vitamin D can actually be called hormone D. It's made by our body when we get UVB rays from the sun. But the reality is that we don't get enough UVB rays from the sun because they're only coming through our atmosphere and ozone layer at certain times of the day, and we all have jobs. So vitamin D is a phenomenal supplement to take. Plus, every single cell in your body has over 3,000 receptors for vitamin D. So you better believe that's needed. And then the omega-3. We touched on this earlier. The ideal ratio of omega-3 is 1:1 or 1:2. But the ratio that's most commonly seen in our country is a 1:20, even a 1:50. So we are so skewed into that omega-6 side that our body is in constant inflammation. No wonder why chronic disease is running rampant. No wonder why pain is everywhere. Once you get the function of the body and the function of the nervous system moving properly, and you start to add in these supplements, your body will go to healthy levels that's never been to before. So I hope you guys learned a few things today on this short video. Stay tuned. The next video we'll have for you guys is all about mindset and the role mindset plays in your health going forward too. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you later.